Okay, so we're in the hotel room. Sit. We're in the hotel room, and yeah, this is kind of what we got. So that's a mat from Universal. It says Lowe's Loves Pets. And then that's her big water bowl and her food bowl. There's just nothing to it. We're just in a 2-queen room. We went with what we could find that was cheap with breakfast. We didn't have to pay for the breakfast, but we wanted to be close, and they have a noon checkout time, which is great because that means my girl can just kind of chill. We can be in the room and chill until noon, or we can go to the parks and then come back. We'll probably just chill because the park doesn't open until 9, I think, tomorrow anyway. So we walked and got dinner at Fat Tuna Grill, and it was delicious. The only other thing we do in the hotel is I always bring, she actually has a bed that rolls up. I got it from Paul, but for just one night in the hotel, we didn't bring it. But I always bring her blanket, and I just cover the bottom of the bed because she does sleep in bed, and it just helps in case she's got dirty paw prints or something. Okay, so we just got to Busch Gardens. Just walked through the front gate and security, and right to your right is the Welcome Center where I picked up my ride assistance pass. If you've gotten one before through any of the Busch Gardens or SeaWorld parks, you're in their system, and it's quick, easy, painless. It took us, because of the rain today, I'm sure there's nobody here. We were in and out in about 2 minutes. It's a nice day out today, especially if you have a service dog, because it's been raining on and off all day, so the wait times seem to be really low. There's like nobody in the main walkway. The ground is nice and cool, so she doesn't have to wear her shoes. She's sporting her Mardi Gras harness, which we made, Raptor Gear Creations. Check us out on Facebook. But yeah, it also glows in the dark. So after walking through the main entrance, you've got multiple ways to go. We're going to go straight. My favorite place. I want to check out, of course, the horses at the Highland Stable. And we're going to go check out the updates on the Loch Ness Monster ride. So when it was time for our return time on our way back to Loch Ness Monster, we did pass these couple of little dogs that just kept barking. But we went through the accessible entrance, which for most rides is normally the exit. It's either an exit or a separate entrance. This actually ends up meeting with the exit, so we did have to fight the people exiting the ride. And we had to do it twice for this one because they didn't have anybody posted at the entrance of the ride. So when we went up to get a time, he gave us a time, and then we had to leave and come back and fight the people again. But with our return time, we are now gonna go back up to the ride, and you'll see the kennel, which luckily they weren't really letting people, except for little kids that were waiting for their parents to get off the ride still. It was empty. Now, if you're used to Disney or Universal, you're used to usually the kennels are normally in an employee-only area. These kennels can sometimes be outside, so this one was wet, we had to wipe it out, and it was also located near the ride entrance, not very close to the team member who was, supposed to keep an eye on her. Thankfully, we did notice she was looking over around the corner quite a bit at her. Next, after riding the Loch Ness Monster, we went ahead and we came back out of the stables, and facing the stables again, we would go left. So coming in the park, the stables would be straight. We went left to go hit the potty area, which is right across from Escape from Pompeii. As we walk this way, there will be another road that branches off to the left. That is for the Sesame area. We're gonna follow it to the right, and it's not very far from the entrance at that point. So we just passed Pompeii, and the service area is right up here next to this little shop. It says tours. It's right there to the left. As you can see, it's not hot enough today for people.
Oh my god. Hello.
Little thing that we just learned. So that's the potty area right across from Pompeii, the water ride. There's a water fountain and a bottle fill station on the other side. We always try to, every time we pass a restroom or stop at a restroom, we always stop and fill her water bottle so she can have a water break. Water break. Of course, at Universal, they have the Coke Freestyle machines, which we always stop at, and we don't even usually carry her water bottle anymore because it's filtered water. So at Universal, we just use the Coke Freestyle machines. So next, we just kind of wandered around the park, checked out some rides, tried to find some shorter wait times. You'll just see little clips of different things happening throughout our day. Some deep pressure therapy, of course. The day would not be complete without some tasking. Little break while we shop around the store. He's around looking around, showing me fun things, and she's just kind of laying in the corner, taking a nice little AC break. We'll do multiple of these throughout the day. Just kind of both relax, especially when the store is emptier. So your second potty area, the way the camera is facing right now, we had come from that direction when we had went left at the Highland Stables. That took us around through Italy, and then you pass the Dart Coaster and go through Germany and cross over a bridge, and the potty area will be on your right as you walk straight. Then obviously at the Highland Stables, if we had gone right, that takes you more past some of the animals and through Ireland and France, and it'll be on your left from that way. There is a smoking section over to the left in that corner where I just pointed the camera. And this potty area is located kind of right under one of the roller coasters. So for a dog who's new to coming to theme parks or service dog in training, just note it can be kind of loud and startling. It startled me when it went by. She didn't care. Also, no trash can. Just note, Busch Gardens, if you see this, maybe put a trash can a little bit closer to the potty area. We did stop on the way out to see the wolves. They're so pretty, but we were high enough up and you're not very close to their enclosure per se, so my girl just laid at my feet. But when we're at a zoo or any of these other parks where there are wild animals, we do try to keep her where they can't see her or keep her further back so she doesn't disturb them. they don't really bother her. I've never ran into an animal that does. She was startled by a walrus once at SeaWorld, but she quickly learned it was fine. All right, as you can see, everybody's pouring out. We are going to go ahead and head out. The one ride we still haven't ridden, Pantheon, is still closed, and it's getting ready to storm, so we've kind of done everything we wanted to do, and it's been long enough. Just, you know, pay attention to your dog. You know your dog. Lily's about had it. She's ready. She's had some naps in the day. We went in some stores, got some AC. But I may not have filmed everything, but it's a little weird for your first video in a theme park filming. I'm sure you guys could understand. But I did try to cover the potty areas and give you some tips on how we kind of do things. And in the ride access program, I gave some kind of how that works. So hopefully you guys like, subscribe, share the video, learn something, be kind. That's it. Ended up parking in England. So it's just a short little walk to the car. It is preferred parking. It comes with a couple of the annual passes, which is how we get it, but it's nice after a long day. Also, while getting the keys and stuff out. One naked happy puppy. It's always nice to have a nice little naked walk back to the car. This is a lightweight harness. I'll have to show more of it later, but it's a lighter weight biothane. And it is kind of starting to glow as it gets darker. But what I really wanted to show you was in England, there's also a pet kennel, which from what I've heard from the reviews is decent enough. It's AC. So when you come on vacation and you bring your pet, and there's a nice little place here to walk them. I did want to share what the ride accessibility program. It's just a piece of paper with the list of the rides. I can ride everything, but it has a list of what you can ride. And then on the other side, it's where they write the times and sign off on for each of the rides. Also, thank you guys for watching the video. I know it was kind of pieced together, but it was our first time, and I tried to find quieter areas when I wanted to film. It's a little nerve-wracking filming in front of a bunch of people, and I didn't want to feel like I was filming the people. But please like the video, and I know we have a trip planned for Universal, so hopefully, if there's enough interest, we'll film, you know, going to the airport, how we handle security, and there'll be more details in that video. We do know the Universal parks better as well. I'm still learning Busch Gardens myself, the ins and outs. But have a great day, and thanks for watching.